What is up, everyone? This is Kaiju621, and the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 4 came out actually yesterday, because I actually saw it right before I went to bed, and it was like 2 in the morning, so I didn't even know it had came out, so I watched it. I sadly couldn't do a reaction, because I couldn't resist watching it. It was too late at night. I should have been going to bed. But this trailer, it looks really good. I'm just going to review it, and this might be a long video because I want to say every single thing, and I've seen other people's theories and what they think about the game, and I do agree with a lot of points, but I'll try to see what I could find that's new. So the trailer starts out with what is it that you think you see? So basically saying the Nightmare animatronics. It's kind of the same style as the other trailers, like how the font goes away and shows parts of the clip. And I love this trailer because it has that eerie feeling. I feel like this game is gonna have that suspense feeling like everyone says the first game had, and I do agree that the first game is still the scariest one. The other two aren't that scary, but the first one had that eerie suspense feeling. I think this one has it too, from what I've seen. So it starts out where this person is flickering on a light down a hallway in a house, and people have speculated that this looks like a more of a 90s house or an 80s house. Yeah, I do agree. It looks like maybe a early 90s house. It's just really hard because I don't know what to say about this. I mean, as people pointed out, there aren't no electronics, so I've seen these kind of old houses before. So yeah, it is probably the late 90s. So yeah, you just see this person flickering on lights and off. Then it says, oh, and then you hear in the background the noise from the first game when the bell rings. That's really eerie feeling when you hear that. This is, what game do you think you're playing? At first, when I saw this, I thought it was talking about us, like while we're playing the game, like it's like saying it's real or something. But then when I looked at it more, and then I learned what people have others said, I think I do agree that this might refer to someone telling someone, you know how like some parents say, what game do you think you're playing, like they're mad. So if you read it like that, it does make sense that this could possibly be referring to a child, that a parent says this to them. Then you see the lights flickering on and off again. It kind of looks like the camera's moving forward a little. Then the music stops, and then boom, you see Nightmare Bonnie. I think that looks so scary. Like this game, I think it looks 2D from what I've seen. Like it looks 3D, but it's a 2D engine from what I've heard and what I've seen. But the animations are 3D, kind of like the third game, and I love how they look more better and smooth in this game. Not kind of, I don't know, kind of hard to explain. Like they were more edgy in the third game, how Springtrap moved. This one looks more smooth, and it looks great. And you see Nightmare Bonnie, and he look really tall. Like this looks very scary. I'm just watching it again. Yeah, you can see right there. This is what have you brought home, and I think this is technically. I think this might be after most likely the third game. Because at the end of the third game, you see the newspaper says that they're selling these things in an auction. So let's keep watching the trailer. Then you see this room, you see this little purple robot. It kind of, you see this closet, you see all the little toys. Yeah, it looks very 90s like, or 80s like. I don't know, but it reminds me of the rooms in Luigi's Mansion. Have you ever played that game? How the rooms look? They kind of look like that. But you see this purple robot. It might be referring to the Purple Man. You see this purple fan. That's pretty cool how they bring the fan back. But yeah, they look like all these child toys. I don't know what that picture is in the background. I'm trying to look at every single detail, even the pictures. Yeah, I think that picture is just, I think that's a man and a woman. It looks like they're getting married from what I can see, kind of. I only see like a black figure, but I imagine the thing next to him is a white figure. So it could probably just be a guy in a suit or with a... Yeah, I think that might be that. But yeah, you see the lamp. You see the cool kind of details like in the first game and second game where you have the little stars hanging. They have it in this one too, if you look on the top. You see the closet right there. This dresser. I don't know what that thing is on the top. Might be a lava lamp or something. I don't know if they existed back then. But yeah, so you see all the little toys. I hope they don't come to life. And it looks like the first game where you look right and then you look left. That's what I think how it's gonna be. Close the doors. Then it goes to yellow fun, and then you see Chica, Nightmare Chica. That looked pretty scary. Wow. Yeah, and the quality in this trailer isn't that good. It's 480p, not 180, but I mean 1080. I meant, but that looked very scary. And you actually see the reflection of the eyes in the windows. At first, I thought that was another animatronic in the windows, and I checked closely. I analyzed it, and that when you see Nightmare Chica, I thought that was the same hallway as you saw in the beginning of the trailer. I analyzed it. It's the same lamp and like kind of desk, but the pictures where the big one is actually a little small one. So it's a different hallway. And then it's closing the door. And when you look closely, you see that it's the camera is on a door handle. So that means you're most likely playing as a kid. That's probably about, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet tall. I think that's how much I'm looking at my door. It's probably that tall of a doorway. So I'm guessing in this game, you probably just, if you want to close the door, yeah, I think there's this little animation where it walks to the door, and then you close it. So I guess that's gonna be pretty cool that you're actually kind of moving, not staying seated the whole time. Then you see the Springtrap plush that we saw in the teaser a couple days ago, or weeks. I don't know. I think it was only a week ago. You see this, it looks very scary, and people have said this might be a mini game. I think this might be a similar mechanic to the puppet, where it's kind of like the music box. You have I don't know what the timer is on the top. I don't know. It has 49 and it goes, I think, to 50. But it's interesting because I think this might be the puppet where, let's say when the puppet you have to wind the music box. I'm thinking maybe if the Springtrap plush walks all the way to this X, that means you basically let the music box wind up. So I think, yeah, it's gonna be like that most likely. That's what I think. That's a theory that when you have to keep looking back at this thing, but I don't know how you're gonna do that. Like you're gonna leave your room and do this, or it might be a mini game. I think you're probably gonna move. Like when we saw the first parts of the trailer, now we see this. This might be confirmed. We might move, and a lot of people have said that, but I wanted to make sure that we're moving or not moving. So I think you have to check in this once in a while. So you saw it sat back, and the way it sits back, it looks very scary. It looks like one of those horror movies where let's say Chucky, kind of moves, the doll. So let's just check the closet. Then you open the closet and you see Nightmare Foxy, and it doesn't have the tongue. It looks kind of weird. People have said this is the scariest part. I don't think it is. And this looks like the same closet as we saw when you were looking around in your room, in a child's room. So yeah, it looks really creepy how you see Foxy there. I think that might be the floor, that blue you see on the bottom, because I don't think the child would be that tall to see Foxy. So maybe this head of Foxy, because it doesn't look like it has a body connected. It looks like it's the floor. Maybe the head is on the floor, leaning against the wall of the closet. So that might be that. So I love how it's trying to follow like reference to the first game. We have to check the curtains. I love how he does that. This is watch your back, and this is really interesting because this might be where you're sitting down in your room as a child, and then maybe when you turn around, you see this really creepy shot of these little Freddy plushies coming to life, and it looks very creepy. This might be one of the creepiest parts I've seen in all the 3 games, even if it's a trailer. And these look like the exact same ones as we saw in the first teaser, and they move really fast. They're on the bed and they're just shaking and shaking, kind of like Springtrap in the 3rd trailer, and they just jump off the bed and then they leave one. And if you look closely, you can see this little foot behind this Nightmare Freddy. It looks like a foot, and then you see the little arm. This might be, and it's not moving, so this might be a Freddy plushie we see in the background, a normal one. Then we see this quick shot of the flashlight showing the closet, and you see the closet closing. I think this might be after you turn around, because it looks like you were kind of turning around. Maybe Foxy was about to come out of the closet, but you got him in time. So then you see this child open the door. I'm just gonna keep calling it child because it looks this kid looks really small. Then it's just 3 a.m. and I think this game might not have cameras. I'm alright with that. It gives it more of a scary feeling. And then you look at this black screen, and then boom, Nightmare Bonnie comes out, and this jump scare, it got me when I first saw it. Um, I think that it might be, I don't know. I think a couple of jump scares were kind of scared in this one in the first game. But this jump scare is great. It's kind of long, kind of like Springtraps. Um, and you just see Nightmare Bonnie open its mouth and screaming in your face. So it looks really good, the animation. I love all the details. Like when you see him scream at you, you can see all the little dots on the nose, little hairs coming out of its nose of Nightmare Bonnie. Looks very creepy. I just love that animation. Yeah. And you just see him scream, and then this giant 4 is rotating on the screen, and it says Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Wow. This trailer was great, and then I thought at first there was gonna be something at the end, but there isn't. So, and people are complaining about this trailer, and we're still 3 months away from the game. I don't think people should be complaining. I mean, he's only worked on this game for what? April, May, June. So around this time, this would have been the time he might have kind of released like the third game, but now he's gonna have double time, so he's gonna add a lot more stuff, most likely update the graphics and the jump scares and the little noises and stuff. So this trailer looks great. I think that's how it's gonna be. You're playing as a kid, and I think the parents might have bought stuff from the auction, as you see in the newspaper. Maybe I think the thing they probably bought at home, the parents, possibly, or maybe the kid was at the auction and was like, "Mom, buy me this" or something. It might have been that Freddy plushie we saw in the newspaper, and maybe that brought the spirits, or maybe he bought the whole things, like the bodies of Bonnie, like the empty bodies in the third game. So yeah, I think the parents might buy those things in the auction, and then bring it home, and then the spirits haunt the house, and you're playing as a kid. And I think that's what's scary. I don't think like the guys is that scared that he's going on the ground, and that's how he looks that small. No, I think it's a child. So yeah, this game looks great. I can't wait. I'm gonna start doing FNAF stuff, probably when stuff starts happening. But I don't think the next thing. I think the next thing that will come out, probably the game. So I'll start making the FNAF videos in September. I know this is like I just did an FNAF video right now, but I just want to do it because it's a trailer, and I still love FNAF. I was kind of tired, but now I'm starting to get back on track to what's been going on. So I can't wait for this game. Subscribe if you haven't, like, comment. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Kaiju Zulu 621 signing out.